Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for watching tonight's video. Today is Wednesday, June 4th. Starting with Apple here. Apple did close up 1.14%, up $7.28 on the day. Yesterday's candle was an engulfing candle, so I'm not surprised to see some upside today. I still favor the downside on Apple. I'd like to see this come back to this level. As far as your next level on Apple, I'd give it another $10 tops on the upside. There's not much more upside on this stock in my opinion. Here's your 10-minute chart. We did struggle a bit here at this 644 level at around 8:30 this morning. We made a high of 647.89 today, and towards the end of the day we almost tagged that 644 level. The low on this candle here was 644.26. So like I said, I don't see a whole bunch more upside on Apple, so I'll keep an eye on that one. Next up, Netflix. This candle here closed at 423.21. My level here is at 420.59. We're back at it again. I'd like to see where this closes tomorrow. This closed above it, this closed below it, this closed above it. So again, we just have to be patient here on Netflix. Here's your 10-minute. We did tag that level here at 7:20 a.m., pulled back and just went right through that level. And as you can see here, we almost bounced off of this 420.59 level, closing again at 423.17. This stock too, I don't see much more upside on this, but we just have to be patient with this. Next up, LinkedIn. LinkedIn, beautiful bounce off the 20-day excuse me, off the 20-day moving average here, closing up 0.38%. LinkedIn is just kind of in between these two moving averages, so keep an eye on these two levels, including this line here, which is at 160.20. Keep an eye on that one. Next up, Facebook. This was actually a very a nice bullish pattern, but there's not much more upside on Facebook in my opinion. Today we just barely tagged this line here, which is drawn at 63.58, and that comes from the high of this bar here. Your next level to watch on Facebook is this level here, 64.97. So keep an eye on this level here in case Facebook decides to break out above this bullish consolidation here. Downside, watch these moving averages for support. Next up, Twitter. This too was a bit of a bullish pattern. Notice how it stayed inside of this candle here the day we made a 10% move, I believe it was. Today Twitter did close above the 20-day moving average. To me, Twitter looks like it wants to come back and visit the high of this candle, which is at 33.84. So remember that level. Downside, watch this line here at 31.14, and that's just the low of this candle. 31.09. I'm going to change that right now. 31.09 is the low of that candle. All right, next up, Yahoo. Yahoo closed up 0.23%. Yahoo is just kind of stalling out here. Just has been going sideways for quite some time now. It did tag that level, the 20-day moving average. It did close up above it. Not a whole lot of action on Yahoo. I still favor the downside on Yahoo. Just in case it breaks these moving averages, there is a gap here to fill on Yahoo. Next up, Bank of America closed flat today. This one too is just going sideways. Not a whole lot going on there. Next up, Yelp. Yelp again managed to close above this 50-day moving average. This too is a little bit of a bullish pattern. So Yelp is still okay. Watch this 200 level, 200-day moving average for your target on Yelp, and watch this line here at 59.71 for some support, which happens to be also where your 20-day moving average is sloping into. Next up, Amazon. Amazon closed down 0.13%. Just tag that 20-day moving average today, closing flat, or wait a minute, I'm sorry, closing down 41 cents. So not a whole lot here on Amazon. I'd like to see Amazon break this 20-day moving average for some more downside, but this too has a little bit of a gap here to fill. Next up, Tesla. Tesla closed down 95 cents, down 0.46% on the day. This one too just barely kissed the 20-day moving average today. For the third day in a row, it closed below the 50-day moving average, but you still have some support here at the 20-day moving average. And last but not least, the spiders here. The SPY did make a new high today. Alright, my chart's not loading. There we go. I've talked about this uptrending line here. I'm going to go ahead and change that color to yellow. We are getting very close to that level. We did make a new high today of 193.30, but I'd like to point out the volume today. Volume today was at 55 million. This is very, very low volume. This might even be the lowest volume we've traded this whole year. Alright, so keep an eye on this uptrending line here. Let's look at the 10-minute really quick. Here's your 10-minute chart. We did make a new high of 193.30 today. Tomorrow, this uptrending line is only like 20 cents away from the high of today, 193.30. So keep an eye on that level for tomorrow. That's all I had for tonight. I will be scanning for some charts later on tonight. If I find anything, I will post a different video. Alright, thanks for watching.